In this section, we'll talk about the concepts of organizations, domains, spaces, users, and quota. We'll describe the organization management elements in IBM Platform as a Service, and understand IBM Bluemix regions and how to manage applications in multiple regions. In IBM Bluemix, you can manage organizations and spaces including user access from the dashboard in the user interface. As an administrator, you can use the Manage Organizations page to view and manage the settings of the organization or space, including user access. To open the Manage Organizations page on the menu, go to User_Name and Manage Organizations. In Bluemix, you can use organizations to collaborate between users and to facilitate the logical grouping of project resources in the following ways. You can be the owner of your own organization, and you can also be the member of the other organizations. You can group a set of spaces, applications, services, domains, routes, and users together in organizations. You can govern the access to the resources of organizations on a per-user basis. When you create an organization, the organization name must be unique in Bluemix. After you create the organization, you will be automatically assigned Organization Manager position, which enables you to edit the organization name, delete the organization, and create spaces in the organization. When you delete an organization, all the spaces, applications, and services within that organization are deleted. Bluemix enables collaboration on projects by assigning users within an organization and within spaces in the organization. You can use the Users tab to display and manage users of the organization. For the Bluemix dashboard, you can see your current organization and region. Click on the right topmost icon to show the drop-down list. You can select the organization to work on or change the Bluemix region from the drop-down list. You can click on Management Organizations from the drop-down list to show a wizard to manage spaces, user domains, and quota of current organizations. In this example, we're showing ecodadmin@us.ibm.com. Spaces provide a mechanism to collect related applications, services, and the users that collaborate on the resources. An organization can contain multiple spaces. All application and service creation within Bluemix must be associated with the space. A user must be assigned to an organization to be granted permission to the spaces within that organization. Quota represents the resource limits for the organization. Quota defines the number of services and the amount of memory that can be allocated for use by that organization. Any application or service in a space of the organization contributes to the usage of the quota. The quota is assigned when organizations are created. Bluemix enables collaboration on projects by assigning users within an organization and within the spaces in the organization. Organization users can view the settings of the organization. Organization managers can create spaces and add users to the organization or spaces. Billing managers can view organization charges, and auditors can view all organization and space content. Organization owner will have all roles granted by default. Applications and services are in the scope of space. Space managers can add users to the space. Developers can add and configure applications and services, and auditors can only view content in the space. Space account owners will have all the roles assigned by default. You must have the space developer role to perform all application tasks. In Bluemix, applications and services are associated with space. Every member of the space can review apps and services, but only users with developer role can create applications in that space. You can add users into the space, delete users, and grant manager, developer, or auditor permissions to the user by using Manage Organization wizard. You need to have the org admin privilege to delete any user space. So a Bluemix route is a URL used to direct requests to an application. A route is made up of the optional host or subdomain and a domain that are specified when an application is pushed. For example, in the route myapp.example.com, myapp is the host and example.com is the domain. A route can be associated with one or more applications. Unless a custom domain is specified, Bluemix uses a default shared domain in the route to your application. Domains provide the route on the internet that is allocated to the organization. A route has a subdomain and a domain. A subdomain is typically the application name. A domain might be a system domain or a custom domain that is personally registered for your application. Note, if you add a custom domain, you must configure your DNS server to resolve your custom domain to point to the Bluemix system domain. In this way, when Bluemix receives a request for your custom domain, it can properly route it to your application. Now we'll be looking into the concept of regions. IBM Cloud offers Bluemix to multiple geo worldwide to serve our customer needs. It's critical to understand IBM Bluemix regions and how to manage the applications in multiple regions to produce better support to your worldwide customers. What is a Bluemix region? A Bluemix region is a defined geographical territory that you can deploy your applications to. You can create applications and service instances in different regions with the same Bluemix infrastructure for application management and the same usage details view for billing. You can select the region that is nearest to your customers and deploy your apps to this region to get low application latency. You can also select the region where you want to keep the application data to address security issues. When you build apps in multiple regions, if one region goes down, the apps that are in other regions continue to run. Your resource allowance is the same for each region that you choose. If you are using the Bluemix user interface, you can switch to a different region to work with spaces in that region. If you are using the CF command line interface, you must connect to Bluemix region that you want to work with by using the CF API command and specifying the API endpoint of that region. For example, enter the following command to connect to Bluemix Europe, United Kingdom region: CF API https //api.eu-gb.bluemix.net. If you are using the Eclipse tools, you must connect to the Bluemix region that you want to work with by creating a Bluemix server and specifying the API endpoint of the region. A unique prefix is assigned to each region, and Bluemix provides the following regions and region prefixes.